Terence Crawford against Teofimo Lopez is a done deal. Despite Turkey plans, the fight will happen, but on one crucial decision, and that is Canelo Alvarez. If Alvarez can't be persuaded to fight Crawford, Teofimo Lopez will be the chosen fighter, but Alvarez already said to put some respect on my name, and if any fight happens, it will be on his condition.
It's just the Boots Ennis show that's about to start. Is that a fight you want to with Boots?
To be honest, whatever. We were both 17, so it's a great fight. If people want to see it, then we'll do it. You know, I don't say no to any fight. You know, as long as it's
The rivalry between Terence Crawford and Teofimo Lopez has been intensifying. It all started earlier this year when Lopez criticized Crawford's career, and things have only gotten more heated since then. Recently, during an interview with a SportsCenter, Crawford was asked about various fighters. He had positive things to say about Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, and Isaac Cruz. However, when it came to Teofimo Lopez, Crawford was dismissive and called him trash, highlighting the growing rift between them. This feud escalated when Crawford Cord, who is set to face Israel M. Dream, soon reiterated his disdain for Lopez when asked about the possibility of fighting Lopez. Crawford made it clear he wasn't interested, showing his reluctance to consider a matchup. Lopez, on the other hand, hasn't held back in criticizing Crawford's past opponents. He has suggested that some of Crawford's victories came against fighters who weren't at their best, like Errol Spence Jr. with his eye issues and others like Joseph Benavidez and Kell Brook. These comments have led Crawford to view Lopez with disdain, while he still shows respect for other fighters like Canelo Alvarez and Devin Haney. This animosity makes it evident that Crawford does not see Lopez as a legitimate contender in the boxing world. Lopez made his big plans to move up a weight class to challenge Terence Crawford, the undisputed welterweight champion, way back when he defeated Josh Taylor. When Lopez called out Crawford, it got an irritated response from Crawford on social media. Despite that Lopez is serious about wanting this fight, Lopez, the WBO super lightweight title holder, spoke with Sky Sports about his ambitions. He said, "If you look at my track record, everything that I talk about, I walk it. As well, we don't just talk the talk to amp something up, we want to walk the walk." He continued, "I just had to remind him, I'm the biggest cat in the world. We face fighters, great champions, and I look forward to facing a fighter like him after this fight against Jermaine Ortiz." However, that pursues itself. Lopez made it clear that his desire to fight Crawford isn't a publicity stunt. "This is not a publicity stunt here. I think that if you look at my record, it shows that I really choose to face the best," he said, "because that's what the takeover is. What would I be if I didn't do these things? Who would I be if I didn't face the best? That is the only way I can become greater." Lopez's ambition to fight Crawford shows his desire to prove himself as one of the greatest boxers by taking on the toughest challenges for his future teammates. Lopez looks to boxing history for inspiration he particularly admires. Roberto Duran, one of the famous four kings of boxing, faced all the top fighters of his time, even if he didn't always win. This is the mindset Lopez wants to bring to his career. He believes that a true champion faces the best regardless of whether they feel ready or not. Lopez's ambition to fight Terence Crawford aligns with his history of challenging the best in the sport after defeating top opponents at both lightweight and super lightweight. Lopez is ready for new challenges in 2020. He surprised everyone by beating Vili Lomachenko, one of the most skilled boxers in the world, although he lost his lightweight belts to George Kambosos. Lopez bounced back in a big way last year. Lopez became the first professional boxer to beat Josh Taylor, the Scotsman, who had previously been the undisputed champion at super lightweight. Although Taylor had vacated 3 of his titles by then, Lopez's performance at Madison Square Garden was a standout. Lopez values the experience of fighting Taylor and recognizes Taylor's skills and accomplishments. He believes that facing tough opponents like Taylor has helped him grow as a fighter, reflecting on his fight with Sandor. Martin Lopez admits that he needed that challenge to push himself and deliver a top performance against Taylor. Lopez's journey shows his commitment to facing the best and continually proving himself in the ring. His desire to fight Crawford is a natural progression, as is his quest to be remembered as one of the greats in boxing. Lopez's victory over Josh Taylor has solidified his status at the top of the 100 to 40-pound weight class. Although Devin Haney might disagree, the rankings clearly show Lopez as the #1 fighter in the junior welterweight division. Lopez is focused on his legacy and is open to a unification bout with Haney, but for now his attention is on defending his World Championship. Lopez also won against Germain Ortiz, an old amateur rival. Lopez acknowledged Ortiz's growth and determination, especially after Ortiz's gritty performance against Lomachenko. Despite recognizing Ortiz as a competitor, Lopez remained confident and believed that he proved his dominance in the division. He also beat Steve Claggett in what might be said, not his best performance. CF needs to fight them first, and then we'll see. Steam will deserve more than more.
Super middleweight undisputed. King Mello, Cartelo, Cash Mello, Baby, get out of here, man. Game Terence Crawford an ultimatum. You want? Conmigo. You have to move Teofimo Lopez first. Crawford, I've been telling y'all folks that the Roberto Duran versus Sugar Ray Leonard today is Teofimo Lopez versus Terence.
Canelo Alvarez has made it clear he wants to plan his future fights on his term. He wants respect for his decisions and the ability to focus on his current fights without distractions from promoters. However, being the face of boxing means many people are vying for his signature, making things complicated right now. Alvarez, 34, is scheduled to fight Edgar Banga on September 14th, but rumors of a potential fight with Terence Crawford, promoted by Turi Alal Sheikh, have overshadowed this upcoming match. The promoters are eager to finalize the details for a fight with Crawford, but Alvarez insists on focusing on Berlanga first. He believes Teofimo Lopez deserves the fight with Crawford more than he does and wants any collaboration with Turkey to be on his Ms. Alvarez, with a record of February 2nd, 61, expressed that he didn't ask for the Crawford fight and prefers to focus solely on Berlanga. For now, he respects Turkey but insists that any future plans must be handled his way. Teofimo Lopez, 27, and Crawford, 36, have an ongoing rivalry. Lopez, the super lightweight champion, wants to fight Crawford, making it a compelling match due to their skills and weight classes. However, Crawford, with a 41-0 record, would need to move up 2 divisions to challenge Alvarez at 168 pounds, which complicates the planning as Alvarez has put the potential fight with Crawford on hold, which has affected Turkey's plans. Turkey announced that he is moving forward without Alvarez and will focus on bigger fights in the U.S. market, especially those involving Crawford. It remains uncertain what Crawford will do next as he is nearing the end of his career. He might aim for other champions at 154 ulvs to target an undisputed title, or he could look for a legacy fight. However, a fight with Alvarez seems unlikely at this point. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comments below.